Hey folks, welcome back to Jay's Tech Tips. Today we're talking about the Legrand Fiber Splice Cassette, but before we even get into splicing, I'd like to show you a really useful feature of the cassette. You'll want to understand this feature first, since we'll be disassembling and reassembling the cassette. Now this cassette can be installed from either the front or the rear of the enclosure. Make note of the red slide tabs. These engage and disengage the front faceplate, and that's what allows for front or rear installation. With the red tabs disengaged, the faceplate can be removed. When reassembling, make sure the faceplate is fully seated and the red tabs are fully engaged. Now let's move into splicing. Legrand has several types of splice cassettes, 12 and 24 strand single fiber and 12 and 24 strand ribbon fiber. In this video, we're working with 250 micron cassette with a 900 micron fiber coming in. I'll share a few tech tips to make the splicing and the process easier. To disassemble, slide the tabs back and remove the faceplate. At this point, you can either slide the cover backward or gently pry it upward to remove it. Tech tip: use the cover as a catch-all to hold any of the small parts that you remove. Remove the band securing the fiber strands, but be careful not to lose the heat shrinks. Next, use a screwdriver to remove the center screw holding the trays in place. Take them out and set them aside. Strip about 1 meter of your incoming fiber. Take a moment to double check that you haven't nicked any strands. Trim away the aramid yarn and the strength members. To keep things neat, add a piece of tape or a heat shrink sleeve at your breakout point. Then tape your fiber down to a desktop so it doesn't move on you. So this is a 24 strand fiber we're using, so note the two sets of binders. One set has a dash on the fiber. Separate your fiber accordingly. Notice I have my splice tray propped up and ready to hold the finished splices. Remember, each slot accommodates 2 heat shrinks stacked. You'll notice I haven't given a specific strip length for the fiber. That's intentional. It's easier to work from the inside of the cassette to the outside, so when finished, I'm only handling the tight buffered fiber between the cassette and the slack storage area. Back to the installation. In our video, I've already installed the bottom splice tray, and now I'm showing the second tray being installed. Route your incoming 900 micron fiber counterclockwise once around the outside channel, being careful not to pinch anything. Use a loose tie wrap to secure it, just enough to hold with no pinch points. Reinstall the tray using the center screw, being careful not to pinch any fibers underneath. Notice the smaller ring on the tray. That's for your 250 micron slack storage. Coil your slack carefully, twisting and rotating the half loops slightly to maintain the fiber direction and the service loop diameter for that slack ring. This will be done in a counterclockwise manner, following the arrows of that slack tray. If needed, adjust the fiber ring size to match the tray's slack area. Tech tip: use the plastic swirl piece you removed earlier to wrap around your strands and keep the loop in place. Once your fibers are organized in the storage ring, slide the top cover back on, being very careful not to pinch any fibers. Insert the red tabs into the grooves, leaving them in the rear disengaged position. With the faceplate already mounted in the drawer front, slide the cassette from the rear until it's fully seated. Then push the red slides forward to engage. From the front, you'll see the red tabs protruding through the slots. This means the cassette is locked to the faceplate. Because we work the fiber from the inside of the cassette outward, you'll notice it's easy to form a clean slack storage ring within the enclosure. Folks, always leave enough fiber slack for tray movement for future access and maintenance. Switching gears, we're showing a 250 micron fiber entering the cassette. Working with 250 micron fiber and smaller is inherently more vulnerable to breaking. This is why we traditionally use a breakout kit to build the 250 back up to the 900 micron. For this application, there's no need to use the breakout kit, as we will bring our fiber tubes directly into the cassette to protect them. To get an approximate length of the fiber needed, route the buffer tube around the splice tray into the splice holder. Make a mark on the jacket and strip that section off, removing any exposed aramid yarn. This length should be approximately 11 to 14 inches long. To keep things neat, add a piece of tape to your breakout point. At this point, use your tie wrap loosely and secure your buffer tubes to the splice tray. From this point forward, the installation process is the same. Thank you for taking your time to watch the video. For additional information, please reach out to the product specialist team.